welcome to the latest Pub in a Box quiz, and we're delighted at how many of the Pub in a Boxes are going out now. We've managed to put them onto the internet, and that's fantastic because it means we've had some more customers who couldn't get them before who now can. So if you haven't done one of these quizzes before, it's relatively straightforward. It's just like one of the quizzes which would take place in all our pubs. There will be 6 rounds of questions. I will do the answers to those questions at the end of the following round. Mark them yourselves. Enjoy it with your friends. Enjoy it with the beer that's in the Pub in a Box, or the beer that you've ordered from the internet, or you've collected from the pubs or from the brewery. So, without further ado, let's crack on with the first round. First round in this quiz is general knowledge. So, question 1. What is Postman Pat's surname? What is Postman Pat's surname? Question 2. In Only Fools and Horses, by what name did Trigger always call Rodney? I'm sure of the English there, Quizmaster. In Only Fools and Horses, what did Trigger always call Rodney? Question 3. Which group formed in 1977 and named themselves after their financial status at the time? Which group formed in 1977 named themselves after their financial status at that time? Hopefully you got a top off your first of your beers or a can open, and you are sitting back and considering your answers with a beer. So, question 4. By what name is Schubert's Symphony No. 8 better known? By what name is Schubert's Symphony No. 8 better known? Question 5. What colour are the seats in the House of Lords? What colour are the seats in the House of Lords? Question 6. In which American state is the museum called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? In which American state is the museum called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Question 7. Which King of England was crowned on Christmas Day? Which King of England was crowned on Christmas Day? Question 8. Which Beatle led the way across the zebra crossing on the Abbey Road album cover? So which Beatle was at the front, heading across the zebra crossing on the Abbey Road album cover? Question 9. What is the official national sport of India? What's the official national sport of India? Finally, in the general knowledge round, question 10. How many UK monarchs were there in the 20th century? How many UK monarchs were there in the 20th century? So that's the 10 questions for round 1 in general knowledge. If you need any of them repeated, obviously you can just rewind and have a look at that question again, and I'll give the answers to the first round after the next round. So, second round, television and film. Question 1. How many British Academy Television Awards has Emmerdale won? How many British Academy Television Awards has Emmerdale won? Question 2. Who is EastEnders' longest serving cast member? Who is EastEnders' longest serving cast member? I'll give you a bonus point if you get both his real name and his character's name. So bonus point up for grabs. Question 3. BBC medical drama Doctors is set in which fictional West Midlands town? BBC medical drama Doctors is set in which fictional West Midlands town? Question 4. In the Wacky Races, who drove the converter car? Wacky Races, who drove the converter car? Question 5. In what year did Julia Roberts win a BAFTA for her role in Erin Brockovich? What year did Julia Roberts win a BAFTA for her role in Erin Brockovich? Question 6. Who shared a cell with Norman Stanley Fletcher? Who shared a cell with Norman Stanley Fletcher? Question 7. Dr. Watson studied at which London hospital? Dr. Watson studied at which London hospital? Question 8. How many episodes of The Simpsons has there been? How many episodes of The Simpsons have there been? Now, I think that's quite a difficult question, so we will give you up to 5 each way. Question 9. With the exception of the Royal Exchange, in which bar does everyone know your name? Which bar does everyone know your name? And question 10. In Con Air, who played Garland, the Marietta Mangler Green? In Con Air, who played Garland, the Marietta Mangler Green? There you go, that's the 10 questions in the second round, television and film. Once you've managed to complete your answer sheets, I'll give you the answers to the first round on general knowledge. Question 1. What is Postman Pat's surname? The answer's Clifton. Only Fools and Horses. Trigger, always called Rodney Dave. 1977 group named after their financial status, Dire Straits. Schubert's Symphony No. 8 is the unfinished symphony. Seats in the House of Lords are red. Question 6. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Ohio. Question 7. King of England crowned on Christmas Day. William I. Which Beatle led the way across the zebra crossing? That was John Lennon. The national sport of India. Question 9. Hockey. And UK monarchs in the 20th century, there were 6. On to round 3, and this is a sport round. Some pretty tricky questions in here. First question, question 1. How many times has the Tour de France visited England? How many times has the Tour de France visited England? did say there were some tough questions. Question 2, I'm going to take the answer to the nearest 1,000. So, what is the capacity of the Bet365 stadium? What is the capacity of the Bet365 stadium? Question 3. This really is a bit of family. I can tell you about it here. Tom, the nephew who runs Signature Brew, having a great time down there, brewing some fantastic beer down at Signature Brew, has actually scored a try under these. Where are the world's tallest rugby posts? Where are the world's tallest rugby posts? According to Tom, he ran in from about 80 yards, but I think those watching on said he managed a 5-yard sprint for the line and fell over. But he has scored a try under him. Question 4. What is the maximum break in snooker? What is the maximum break in snooker? Question 5. Jonathan Edwards in 1995 set a new world record in the triple jump. How far did he jump? So I'll accept the answer in metres or feet, and I'd like you, I will let you have a mark if you get the nearest metre or the nearest feet. Question 6. Who was the last British person to win the Tour de France? Who was the last British person to win the Tour de France? Question 7. Which female tennis player holds the world record for the fastest serve at 131 miles per hour? Which female tennis player holds the world record for the fastest serve at 131 miles per hour? Question 8. At Wimbledon, how heavy are the tennis balls? I will accept the answer in ounces or grams. At Wimbledon, how heavy are the tennis balls? Question 9. Silverstone Grand Prix. How long is the track? Again, we'll accept kilometres or miles, and it will need to be to the nearest tenth of a kilometre or mile. Finally, in the sport round, question 10. What sport has 3 ring-shaped goals on each side of the pitch? What sport has 3 ring-shaped goals on each side of the pitch? There you go, that's the 10 questions for the sport round. You've completed your answer sheets. Find the ones you've done for television and film, and I'll give you the answers to those. Question 1. British Academy Television Awards won by Emmerdale. It's 2. One in 2001 and one in 2017. EastEnders' longest serving cast member, Ian Beale, is played by Adam Woodyard. So Ian Beale is played by Adam Woodyard. Doctors is set in the fictional town of Leatherbridge. Wacky Races, the converter car, was driven by Professor Pat Pending. Julia Roberts won a BAFTA for Erin Brockovich in 2000. Norman Stanley Fletcher shared his cell with Lenny Godber. Question 7. Dr. Watson studied at St Bartholomew's, or Bart's for short, both acceptable. The Simpsons, 684 episodes there's been of The Simpsons. So if you got 679 through to 689, any of those will gain you a point. The bar that everyone knows your name is Cheers. And in Con Air, Garland, the Marietta Mangler Green, was played by Stephen Vincent Buscemi. We'll move on to round 4. Round 4 is our music round, and I am going to read out the title of a track, and all you need to do is write down the artist for that track. Question 1. Men in Black. Artist recorded Men in Black. Question 2. Damn, I wish I was your lover. Damn, I wish I was your lover. Question 3. Rhythm is a dancer. Rhythm is a dancer. Question 4. Smoke on the water. Smoke on the water. Question 5. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Question 6. King of Wishful Thinking. King of Wishful Thinking. Question 7. Sharp Dressed Man. Sharp Dressed Man. Question 8. King of My Castle. King of My Castle. Question 9. Magic Moments. Magic Moments. And finally, question 10. Vindaloo. Vindaloo. That is your 10 songs. We're looking for 10 artists. Once you've prepared, I'll give you the answers for the sport round. Question 1. How many times has the Tour de France visited England? The answer's 4. The capacity of Bet365 Stadium is 30,089. 30,089, so we'll accept 30,000. The world's tallest rugby posts. I've played there as well. It's Wednesbury Rugby Club, and they come in at 38.26 metres high. 38.26 metres high. Maximum break in snooker is 147. Jonathan Edwards' triple jump was 18.29 metres, or 60 feet, 0 inches. So we need 18 or 60 feet. Last British person to win the Tour de France was Geraint Thomas. Female tennis player with the world record for the fastest serve is Sabine Lisicki. Wimbledon tennis balls weigh 2 ounces or 56.7 grams. 2 ounces or 56.7 grams. Silverstone Grand Prix track is 5.891 kilometres long, so 5.8 or 5.9 or 3.661 miles. I'm not sure if anybody's got to that many decimal places. If you have, well done, but you don't get an extra point. But if you got 3.5, 3.6, you can have it. If you got 5.8 or 5.9 kilometres, you can have it. 3 ring-shaped goals on each side of the pitch. Quidditch. Quizmaster keeping you on his toes there. On to the next round, which is round 5. Round 5, geography. Let's get some geography questions. Question 1. What is the most northerly point in mainland UK? What is the most northerly point in mainland UK? Question 2. Where is the Silicon Valley? Where is the Silicon Valley? Question 3. The Giant's Causeway is where? Giant's Causeway is where? One more round after the geography round. If we were in one of our pubs, somebody would be preparing the refreshments at this point. Hopefully you've managed to keep up filling your glasses with beer. Wouldn't it be great to be back in the old Poet in Ashover with their fabulous chip butties? Just about firing the fryers up at this point, ready for chip butties after the quiz. Question 4. Lindisfarne is also known by what name? Lindisfarne is also known by what name? Had the pleasure once of opening the Tap and Spile in Stoke and cutting the ribbon with Lindisfarne, the band. Those highlights, a long time ago now, it's not there anymore. Question 5. Miners and Watkin paths are on which mountain? The Miners and Watkin path will take you to the top of which mountain? Question 6. Largest body of water in the UK by area. What is the largest body of water in the UK by area? Question 7. What's the stretch of water between Southampton and the Isle of Wight called? What is the stretch of water between Southampton and the Isle of Wight called? Question 8. Where is England's highest pub? Where is England's highest pub? Question 9. Where does the A5 begin and finish? So where does it begin and where does it finish? 1 point for each. And finally, question 10. In which county is Snake Pass? In which county is Snake Pass? That's the end of the questions for round 5 on geography. I'll move on swiftly and give you the answers to round 4, which was on music. We were looking for the artist. Men in Black was Will Smith. Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover, Sophie B. Hawkins. Rhythm is a Dancer was Snap. Question 4, Smoke on the Water, Deep Purple. Question 5, Return of the Mac, Mark Morrison. King of Wishful Thinking. Question 6 was Go West, Sharp Dressed Man, ZZ Top. King of My Castle, Wamdoo Project. Question 9, Magic Moments, Perry Como. And question 10, Vindaloo, Fat Les. Right, let's move on to the final round of questions for this evening's quiz. This evening, could be doing it during the morning, could be doing it in the afternoon. So let's move on to the final round, round 6, which is on science. Question 1 on science. What is measured in joules? What is measured in joules? Question 2. One for those of you who worked in imperial measurement. 1 fathom is how many feet? 1 fathom is how many feet? Question 3. Now I have the answer at 2 decimal places, but I think we'll just look for round numbers on this. want to know what absolute zero is in Celsius. What is absolute zero in degrees Celsius? Question 4. Falcon 9 was developed by which company? Falcon 9 was developed by which company? Question 5. How long does it take the International Space Station to orbit the Earth? How long does it take the International Space Station to orbit the Earth? Now again, I have the answer to 2 decimal places. We are looking for the answer in a round number. So just the number of minutes that it takes the International Space Station to orbit the Earth. Question 6. Which steam train holds the record for the maximum speed of 126 miles per hour? Which steam train holds the record for the maximum speed of 126 miles per hour? Question 7. What year was Dolly the sheep cloned? What year was Dolly the sheep cloned? Question 8. What is the name of Jupiter's biggest moon? What is the name of Jupiter's biggest moon? Question 9. Where is the standard kilogram kept? Where is the standard kilogram kept? And the final question, question 10, last question of the quiz. The Hubble Space Telescope is named after which American astronomer? The Hubble Space Telescope is named after which American astronomer? That's all the questions for tonight's quiz. I'll give you the answers to round 5, which was on geography. Question 1, round 5. The most northerly point in mainland UK is Dunnet Head. Dunnet Head. Silicon Valley is in San Francisco, California. We'll accept as an answer, but San Francisco to be precise. Giant's Causeway is in Northern Ireland. Question 4, Lindisfarne is also known as Holy Island. Miners and the Watkin Path will take you up Snowdon. The largest body of water in the UK is Loch Nagar in Northern Ireland. Stretch of water between Southampton and the Isle of Wight is the Solent. England's highest pub is the Tan Hill Inn in Yorkshire. The A5 begins and finishes, point for each, London and Holyhead. London and Holyhead. The Snake Pass is in Derbyshire. We'll move straight on to the answers for the science round, which gives you question 1. This is round 6, science. Joules measure energy. A fathom is 6 feet. Absolute zero is minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. Point for minus 273. Falcon 9, developed by SpaceX. Question 5, the International Space Station takes 92.68 minutes to circumnavigate the world. 92.68 minutes, and SpaceX chased it down, caught it up, and they managed to put Bob and Doug on board. Quite incredible. Steam train that holds a record for the maximum speed of 126 miles an hour is the Mallard. Dolly the sheep was cloned in 1996. Jupiter's biggest moon is Ganymede. The standard kilogram is kept in Sèvres, France. Point for France. Bonus point if anybody managed to get Sèvres. And the Hubble Space Telescope is named after Edwin Hubble. So it wasn't a trick question. That is the quiz complete. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank the Quizmaster, whose anonymity is important to make sure that nobody argues with him about any of his answers. So I'm not telling you who it is, but thank you to him for providing the questions. I hope you've enjoyed the beer. I hope you've enjoyed the quiz. I hope, like me, you're getting excited about when we can go back into pubs. We still don't know at the time of recording exactly when that'll be, but certainly we'll be letting everybody we know when we can get people back into pubs and how they're going to operate. And I can't wait for one to be stood there having a beer with you all. Thank you.